Hey, how's it going? This is Marcellus King with Marcellus King Photography. And what I wanted to do today is introduce you to Ephoto Incorporated's 1200 LED lights, which I just received in the mail today. And these are the model numbers. This is the model number CN-1200. This is part of a 3-light kit. One of the boxes has already been undone, and I figured I'd spare you some of the actual unboxings. That's kind of boring. But I just wanted to kind of show you some of the components that are in the kit. So we'll go ahead and throw the paper out of the way. It's got a few extra screws in there, as well as a little extra baggie. And then you also have the power cord and then the power supply. And let me talk a little bit about this stand, because this is really an unexpected surprise, and it was a really enjoyable surprise. I really didn't notice on their website when ordering these that these stands were cushioned. And what I mean by that is that when you're letting these down, when you have equipment on them, and maybe if you kind of lose your grip or just have a careless, moment, well, when that falls, instead of it slamming down, it's actually going to have a little bit of a cushion there to absorb some of that blow. So this is a really good thought. I'm glad they included this, because there just might be a time in which, my lights might come down pretty fast, and this will definitely absorb the impact. So I'm definitely appreciative of that. Thank you, Ephoto. So, and then to move on itself here, before going on to the main light, I also want to talk about the filters. It did come. It's a nice folder, by the way, for holding these filters. Very professional looking, and it comes with 2 filters. There's also a 3rd filter within the light. So you got the warming filter, and then since these are LED lights, and you may want to use them for portraits or for more natural lighting rather than the 5200K, you can use this filter to remove some of the green. So I tried it out on the light that's been opened already, and it worked really well. So I really can't wait to do some video with these bad boys. For the record, this portion of the video is not being recorded by the LED lights. I have one setting up, but it's completely turned off. Right now I have a lot of fluorescence going on. When I say a lot, I mean a lot of fluorescence. So I have 2 here on my left. I got 3 here on the right. One of them aimed at the table. The other 2 are aimed at the background. Those 2 are aimed at the background. Then I got a 300 watt CFL that's kind of aiming at both me and the table at the same time. So I got a lot of lights going on in here, and I've definitely been wanting to reduce a lot of that. So they are CFLs, but at the same time, because this is such a small room, they have been known to cause a little bit of heat. Not as much as you would get with tungsten lighting, but it's still enough for you to notice. But anyway, let's get back to the subject here. So the light itself, the crown jewel. When they did package it, they made sure to cover the inside flaps with foam, kind of keep that protected. And then also it ships with the diffusing filter already in. So I think it'll be a good idea, looking at this, to go ahead and just keep that diffusion filter in whenever I'm moving my lights. And should I ever need to take it out, this thing just slides right on out, very easily. You can see the LEDs underneath. So, and then as far as the actual barn doors themselves, they're a little bit thin, but I do like the fact that they're black and not super reflective, so they won't just bounce slide all over the place. I did kind of notice that on some of the other lights. So very impressed with that. Like I said, it's a little thin, but it is a metal material, so I think they should be fine. Again, these lights are very, very well priced, and for what I'm seeing in front of me, I mean, excellent pricing, excellent performance, for the price. So you really can't beat that. And if you're considering some LEDs, I highly suggest going with Ephoto's lights. Matter of fact, if you ever need to get to the website, it's just ephotoinc.com. I'll go ahead and put a text on the screen there, so you guys can easily write that down. But another thing too is that this comes in a V mount. So what you can do with this is just kind of easily kind of rotate that light That'll come in very handy if you need to aim it up or down when it's on a stand. And then here on the back, we have the just the dimmer switch. If you look at some of the other lights, they have the little bank switches. And on this one, it's really not needed because you got the dimmer. If you want to turn the lights down, you can just use the dimmer. There's really no need to, that I can really see to, hit the banks. So you also got a connection for the remote, and you got a connection for the power, and then the main power switch. So how about we give these bad boys a run?